Survivors are emerging in that deadly mid-air collision between a regional passenger jet and an Army helicopter just outside of Washington, D.C. What was a rescue mission following the crash, now a recovery effort. President Trump said today there were no survivors as he offered condolences to the families of those on board.
This was a dark and excruciating night in our nation's capital and in our nation's history, and a tragedy of terrible proportions. As one nation, we grieve for every precious soul that has been taken from us so suddenly, and we are a country of, really, we are in mourning.
From KTVU Fox 2 News, this is The Four.
An NTSB investigation is underway this afternoon to figure out why an American Airlines jet with 64 people on board collided with a military chopper carrying 3 soldiers. It happened as that plane was preparing to land last night at Reagan National Airport. The crash has did prompt a massive search operation in the Potomac River, but in the end, authorities say there were no survivors. Welcome, everyone, to The Four this afternoon. I'm Alex Savage.
And good afternoon. I'm Frank Malakote. First responders worked around the clock to recover the remains of those victims. First responders paying solemn respect to those pulled from the Potomac. American flag draped over the victim whose remains were transferred to an ambulance. None of the victims have been formally identified, but the U.S. figure skating team has confirmed that several athletes, coaches, and parents were aboard that flight from Wichita. Recovery efforts have stopped until the plane's wreckage is moved. So far, at least 40 bodies have been discovered as loved ones arrive in D.C., awaiting updates from officials and now hoping for some answers.
And for more on this crash and the investigation that is now unfolding, let's bring in KTVU's Christian Captain, who's following the latest developments on this story. He joins us live from the newsroom. Christian.
Yeah, guys, this is a developing story. We're working to confirm right now that at least one of the black boxes that was involved in one of the aircraft in this incident has been recovered. Meanwhile, recovery operations are still underway. Investigators poring over the scene, trying to learn what led up to this deadly collision. Recordings from